Gosforth is a village near Seascale in Cumbria. Cumbria is where the Lake District is in the UK. It was once a Viking settlement and there are a few shops here. There's a bakery, a pottery, some cafes. This is a cute little library, isn't it lovely? And there's the hall where they put shows on. There's also a really sweet tourist information box in this old phone box, which I just thought was really wonderful. These old phone boxes are like so iconic to England, and they've turned it into a tourist information. This is in the graveyard. This is a sandstone monolith. It's 15 feet tall. It's the tallest ancient cross in the country, and it comes from the Viking settlement that was here. It has the Trinity on the top, and on the sides it has all these carvings, and some of them have worn away quite a lot now. It looks very Celtic to me with the symbology. There's actually a person on it as well, but you can't see. And this is a gorgeous yew tree which is in the graveyard in Gosforth, and it was huge, absolutely massive. Back in the day, before churches existed, yew trees had special places for pagans and druids and people like that to go and worship. They were on ancient ground, and then when the churches started being built, they built the churches next to them. We stayed in this absolutely beautiful cottage. It's really done to a beautiful standard. I loved the colours of the walls. I loved all the different lighting. So at night you could have it cosy, and in the day it was beautiful and bright. Oh, it was just so lovely. And putting the fire on at night was just lovely too. And it had a massive kitchen, which was fantastic because one of us could be cooking and the other could sit down at the table and chat away. We played lots of board games there too, and it was just so nice. And it's got a little garden at the back which is shared with the other neighbours, which was perfect for us to be able to let the dog out. And it was really well stocked. It's got everything that you can imagine you ever need in a kitchen. It's better stocked than my one at home. It is beautiful. It's got 2 bedrooms and a bathroom with a really good power shower. So it was a wonderful place to stay, and I highly recommend it. There are plenty of places to sleep in this holiday cottage too. There was a double bedroom with 2 single beds in it, which is perfect for the kids. Not that we took kids with us. And there's a double bedroom as well, and downstairs is a pull-out sofa bed. The bedroom was just lovely, and it's my friend's cottage, so she asked me to paint a mural on the fireplace, and as soon as I saw this bedding, I was just in awe. So I took that as my inspiration, and I drew some of it on my iPad and then started painting on the fireplace, and it was such a pleasure to just sit there and just paint and just be free. She gave me free rein to do whatever I wanted, and I wanted to tie it in with the countryside and the bedding as well, and this was the end result, and she loved it. She said it was lovely, and it's really inspired me to get some more painting done when I've got back home. I just absolutely love painting. It fills my soul up, and if it's nature related, it's even better. I used emulsion and watercolour, and I didn't use a varnish because the fireplace is unvarnished, so I didn't want to put a varnish over the top of it. We decided to brave the weather even though it was pouring down, and we went to Westwater, which is surrounded by mountains including Red Pike, Kirkfell, Great Gable and Scafell Pike, which is the highest mountain in England, and the lake is the deepest in England too. Hello, we've come to Westwater in the Lake District. Oh my god, it's hideous. It's raining, it's snowing, it's windy. I'm actually hiding behind this little bunker thing because if you go out there it's blowing a bloody gale. Oh my god. So I'll turn around so you can see. So there's the lake behind me, and yeah, it's so cold. Literally, we've just got out the car and walked up the hill. It's freezing. It's really freezing. It wasn't actually the place that was hideous, but the weather was hideous. That's what I meant when I was recording. It was so windy, and by the time we got to the car, we were soaked. But we had a really nice flask of hot chocolate and blankets and towels in there to dry off, and dry off the dog as well, bless him. It was a great experience though. After we got soaked, we went back to the cottage and got dry, and then the weather changed. It changed really fast when we was there. 1 minute it'd be raining, next minute it'd be bright sunshine. So we went to St Bees. And St Bees is a small village on the west coast of Cumbria. Folklore says that it has got its name from St Bega, who was an Irish woman in the 7th century, and she'd fled a marriage proposal in Ireland and washed up on the beach, and she created a nunnery. The nunnery was eventually destroyed by the Vikings when they came over, and the pebbles on the beach were just incredible. And we had a lovely walk, and then it started to rain again, and it was really windy, but it was a wonderful experience. Badger met a dog friend and they had a good run. We're at St Bees along the coast, and it's beautiful, and there's all pebbles all over the floor on the beach, not the floor, but it's windy as anything again, and it keeps raining, but that's totally fine. It's right by the sea we are, and it's cracking. As quickly as it rained, the weather changed and it was beautiful. So the next day we went to Maryport. Maryport is an industrial town a bit further up the coast from St Bees, and it was named after the developer's wife, who was called Mary. At one time it was an important port for coal and iron, but it closed to shipping in 1961. There's a beautiful walk around the harbour, which is what we did, and we got halfway around and then we got soaked again. It just wasn't our time for the weather. 1 minute it was sunny, next minute it was rainy. So there's a harbour there now, and they have all the marine boats and the pleasure cruises and things like that, and you can see right over to Scotland as well, which was just amazing. They've got some really nice cafes and a chippy, and there's a Roman museum which is up a hill, and they have an aquarium and other things. We didn't go in anything because we got absolutely drenched through to the skin. So after walking around the harbour, we just went straight back to the car park and went and found a chippy and ate chips in the car. And then on our way back, the sun came out again. But it was an absolutely beautiful holiday. We really loved it. We really got inspired, and we realised that we just want to travel more and more.